So sit back and enjoy the action as you see the world and European records with 5 times Commonwealth Games champion David Morgan and myself, David Goldstrom. Men's 105 kilo championship. This is Mikhail Aftaev of Belarus. David Morgan together with David Goldstrom in the Chechnevo Olympic Center for the very last competition of these 2006 European Championships. 231 pounds, 16.5 stone this weight category, and 175 kilos on the bar for the opening attempt. That's a good start, and it needs to be, David, because just 7 men in this final, but on the basis of their announced totals, just 12 kilos separating the lot of them.
Although, having said that, the start list here would suggest that it's different. So a nice success there with 6 reds. The bar and the collar. Reds, of course, weigh 25 kilos each. The bar 20 kilos and the collar's 2.5.
Just a thanks to all of you for your emails throughout the championships. One that's recently in from Mike in Slovenia was asking, you were asking Mike about where was Shigashev from the super heavyweights and where's Dmitry Klokov. Well, Shigashev's back home with an injured wrist, so we understand. And Dmitry Klokov, the man who won the world title, has been competing in the Arnie Classic over in America, so he's taken that route as opposed to coming to the Europeans. But onto the stage comes the first of the Dwenga brothers for Poland. This is Robert the older. There's actually a third brother in the family, Daniel. One or two say he'll be even better than these two. It's a good start by the man who took a silver medal back in 2000 in the Europeans. That's the closest he's ever got to taking this title. Last year he was 5th. And that's an encouraging start. He's got 187.5 kilos as his personal best in this discipline of the snatch, the first phase. But it's not unusual, David, to have 2 men from the same country in the same category. It is a bit unusual to have 2 brothers from the same family. So this is one where the loyalties of mum and dad may be a bit split. It's quite a big family. They've got a couple of sisters, Agnieszka and Eva, and of course Daniel. Robert, by the way, his favourite music, if the lifters were allowed to have personal music to come on stage to, his choice would be Gladiator. Yours is Rocky. I've noted that for the future in case there's a comeback coming our way. I'm beginning to think you're a little like Sir Steve Redgrave, David. You know, if you ever see me again, but I've got a feeling I will see you again. So it's noted that you want Rocky.
Good.
Well, the bar going to 184 kilos. Our email address still open for you to use, question@weightlifting.de. It's been a very good week. The weather wasn't so bright when we started, but it's been pretty nice here over the last few days. We're not more than a couple of 100 meters from the Baltic Sea. And I tell you what, David, an absolutely gorgeous beach. Lovely beach for miles. You can just look along and it's really, really nice. Well, Robert coming out for 184 kilos. Second attempt. clean and jerk is very much his strongest suit. He's got a personal best of 227.5, which incidentally is the same as his younger brother, but his younger brother's got a personal best of 200 in the snatch. But a good start and a pretty full house. Plenty of excuses to be out in the sunshine by the sea, but I'm happy to say that there are very, very few, maybe 10 a dozen empty seats in front of us. And it's been good in that regard, David, hasn't it, this week?
Yes, it's been popular. Polish seem to enjoy their weightlifting.
We are 40 kilometres from Gdansk, but plenty of people have made the effort to be here. Now this looks the man to come out. Indeed it is Rasmonas Visnauskas, 185 kilos on the bar. Best man in the B group from earlier in the day, the Czech Libor Balca, who actually snatched 168 kilos, so these guys in the A group well beyond that particular mark. So 185 for his opener.
It always reminds me of the pub landlord comedian. I always expecting to come out onto the platform and crack a joke.
Well, this weight that he's lifting here, according to David Morgan's life object equation, if I can describe it like that, is equivalent to a BMW motorbike. Model R11005 for those who are enthusiasts. No, it's good to have a bit of explosion and, you know, plenty of fire. You wouldn't miss these guys in the night in their uniform. Now onto the stage for Belarus. The man who was 8th in Europe a year ago, Mikhail Uftayev. I posted, David, on my sheet, he posted 175 as a starter.
He did 175.
Yeah, so
he's taken a big jump of 11 kilos. So getting one in just to make the total. Now trying to go into the lead.
That's a personal best by a kilo.
And puts him into the lead. I guess that was better than the first, actually.
Well, this Belarus team, David, has been very well prepared. Already in the medal table, they sit in second place with no less than 10 gold medals, 2 silvers and 4 bronzes. Only Russia have done better. So you've got the likes of Gennady Oleshuk and also Djerbanov, 2 championships. Or am I getting that a little mixed up? Certainly Djerbanov. So, older brother for his 3rd and final attempt. Pretty.
Proszę 188 kg na sztangę. Walka na 88 kg co walki.
So leaves him on 184 kilos to take forward to the second half of the competition. So the world silver medalist, only bettered by Dmitry Klokov of Russia, who, just to re-emphasize the point, has been competing in the Arni Classic, the multi-sport event over in America, and therefore that's the reason basically that he's not here on this particular occasion. But Bratin, at 28 years of age, fourth in the Olympic Games, and he missed the bronze medal by body weight. Finished on 4:15, the same as Gleb Pisarevsky of Russia. He weighed in at 104.24, Pisarevsky at 104.14. Sorry. So I think he's a bit of a threat, this man.
Well, as you say, David, it's such a closely matched contest. I think everybody's a bit of a threat in this.
Well, as we've said throughout the week, this is yet another competition where 6 out of 6 will pay dividends, or very likely to. Onto the stage, Alan Naniev of Azerbaijan. He was a Russian originally, but he moved to Azerbaijan 3 years ago and was 5th in Doha in the World Championships last season. Well, not the greatest start there. It's interesting, 3 years ago when he did the move, he was lifting, and it must have been a very light super heavyweight, David, because he was lifting in over 105 kilos. But after the Vancouver World Championships, he's moved down, so had plenty of time to adjust to this category. That's not a great start. Schmorchkov 190, and the younger Dawenga also 190 on the board, posted for their first attempts. So it just looks as if he's going to have to follow himself. So second attempt at 188 kilos for the Azerbaijani. Certainly a weight he's managed before. It's not too far short of his personal best. That's 192.5 in old money, when half kilos were still around. Well, the man from Baku is in trouble, David, because we could be down to 6.
Yes, not enough height in his first attempt, and just leaned back at the end of the pull.
Start your weekend in style. It's Friday.
I think we've got to assume he's going to be taking that again.
Well, I don't think he'd dare take the risk of putting the bar up. I don't think the strength's there, David. Well, the bar is going up. He's decided to, I think,
buy some time.
Yeah. So the bar to 189 kilos now. And this is Ovdayev. not such an extravagant increase, but there again, it will be another personal best. Svetlana Titova, the central referee for Russia there. Couldn't get underneath it, could he?
Well, he sort of had it, then he almost lost it, then he kind of gained control again. And
leaves him on 186. It's a pity, because as you say here,
he just caught it on locked arms, and then he's sort of relaxed. That's not a good time to lose it. Yeah, he really should have had that.
So the bar goes to 190. And the bar going to 190 for the appearance of the defending champion, Vladimir Shmochkov. Well, he's quite a character, this guy, representing Russia. Recently in the National Championships in Kazan, well, I say recently, February, snatched 190, 230 for a 420 total as a tune-up for these Europeans.
Well, not as solid as we've seen him in the past, David, but it's good and it's on the board.
Yeah, he snatched 195 last year in the World Championships. You go back to 2001. Do you remember, David? He was in the B group, unknown, unseen. Suddenly came out and took the world title with a 422.5 total. Ever since then, he's always been in the A group, and rightly so. The Russians with just one championship in the men's division to Dmitry Voronin. Well, Brother Roberts finished his 3 attempts, but here's Marcin, the younger brother. Twice a junior world champion in 2001 and 2002, junior European champion as well. He's been lifting now for 15 years. So started at 8 or 9 years of age. So, assessment, David, what do you think? Good start?
It's good.
Well, for me, every bit as good as Shmochkov just before him. And I've got a feeling that he's got a better chance of adding another 10 kilos than Shmochkov. We shall see.
He looks pleased anyway, so he's obviously happy with the way it's going.
Yeah, Shmochkov though at the top of the leaderboard because he weighed in at 104.30. Marcin Kawenga at 104.40. Here's the Lithuanian Ramūnas Vyšniauskas. Good to see, David, on his strip there that he's found 1 or 2 personal sponsors to support him. I think there are quite a few lifters out there who need to do that. So half a minute, 190 kilos on the bar, and he is the lighter man, so he would go into the lead.
Now it looks as if he's torn some calluses off the hand. Very difficult to, although it obviously doesn't affect the strength of your grip, it is very painful and off-putting. So they're just going to have to wait a minute while they clean the blood off the bar.
Yeah, to be honest, David, we haven't seen very much of that this week at all. I think that's the first occasion actually in the whole championship. So Naniev coming on to the stage for his third and final attempt at 190.
So he bombs.
There were 7, now there are 6 fighting for the championship. He can go on for clean and jerk honours, but look how disconsolate he is as he comes off the stage. It's going to be a long journey back to Azerbaijan. Nothing worse, David, than sitting on a plane, having worked and prepared and going home with nothing, but maybe he can turn it around in the clean and jerk and get something out of that. So the situation stays pretty well as it was. So 190 for Vishnauskas, weighed in at 140.15, so this for the lead.
So he's got a battle with himself now. That torn calluses on that left hand. Let's see if he can win. I suppose they're looking on the positive side of it.
Brata, the Moldavian, to come out to take his second attempt, currently in 3rd place. That's 3 kilos added on the bar, but that'll do very nicely to put him up into the lead. Yeah, just a few warning signs here, David, aren't there, to 1 or 2 of them not to get over-ambitious, not to get suckered into trying to go too far, too early. I just wonder how he must have felt, David, when he went back to the Olympic Village in Athens, having missed the bronze medal by virtue of being 0.10 of a kilo heavier than the man who took the bronze. Happened to a few. Remember, Mark Huster might have been Olympic champion but for body weight in his epic battles with Pyrrhus Demas. But that must be so frustrating. So Shmochkov still leading. He's got 2 attempts to come. The defending champion, Marcin Dowenga of Poland, 2 to come. So Dowenga going for 193.
That's the most impressive snatching I think we've seen today, for my money anyway.
Yeah, and already a little cat and mouse, I suspect, developing between him and Schwarzkopf and their respective coaching teams. So Bratin leading, or not leading, but he's got 191, but he's got a chance now to have a go again. The bar though on 193.
Yeah, Delega's leading.
Dewanga.
Dewanga?
No, Dewanga.
Dewanga.
I've had Polish training, David. It's spelled with an L, but it's Dewanga, definitely. So 104.20, Bratin. His body weight. Marcin Dewanga 104.40, so this for the advantage.
No.
So polite applause from the predominantly Polish fans here, but they'll not be too unhappy with this failure.
So just two men left to fight it out. Schwarzkopf of Russia with 2 lifts remaining. Dewanga of Poland leading, but only has 1 more attempt.
The bar going to 194.
So this to take the advantage. It's lighter as well.
Yeah, weighted at 104.30, so lighter than Dewanga, but not stronger than Dewanga. Well, it is head-to-head, isn't it? Well, Schwarzkopf of Russia, like Marcin Dewanga, has got a personal best of 200. And I guess, David, the intelligent thing would be for him to come out and try this again. Because I don't think that Dewanga's going to go that far away. Maybe a couple of kilos. There they are on the left. Schwarzkopf on the right. Marcin Dewanga. And it would appear, even at this early stage, that the smart money, we were told that it was on the younger brother. Looks as if it's been placed wisely. So it is the Russian who's going to come out first, and that's a good advantage for the Pole, isn't it, David? He's got him on the back foot early on, the defending champion, Schwarzkopf.
Yes, of course, if he does succeed with this, Dewanga will have to take 195 because he's heavier.
On the evidence of what we've seen, every chance. And of course, no Polish lifter, man or woman, has yet won a gold medal at these championships.
Well, they have now.
And the best news for the Pole is that he's now got to lift to try and put some kilos difference between himself and the Russian.
The bar's going to 200 kilos.
Well, 199 it's been pulled back to.
Yes, I wonder why they went to 200 when the record's 198.
Well, I think it's very important. They're obviously working out, David, the pros and cons of the clean and jerk. I mean, Schwarzkopf can be very much a 230 man, whereas Marcin Dolega, his best ever was 227.5. So I think they're just working out that they need these kilos to really perhaps nick it in the second phase. But I hope they haven't gone too far. So he's won the snatch gold. Now the enhancement of his advantage.
Yes.
They're on their feet here in the Chetnyevo Olympic Center. 3 out of 3. Marcin Dolega is on his way, and he's got the advantage at the halfway stage. He's got the snatch gold medal. It's the first gold medal here for Poland, but what he wants, what the Polish team want, is the overall championship. Can they do it? Well, it's gone to plan. They've had a helping hand, and there's Robert, his brother, really supportive, straight in there. And that's great to see. Well, that's really good lifting, isn't it, David?
Superb.
That's how you should execute the first part of this two-phase sport. Power, speed, precision, and fire. Now, what they've got to do is to keep him on track for the second half. So 10 minutes in which to get ready for the clean and jerk. The Polish organisers here hoping that they could go out with a bang, and they've got every chance. Well, there were 7 finalists when we started out. 1 has bitten the dust. That's Naniev, who failed to get a total. So Marcin has to hold off 6 in the second half. Well, plenty of replays here. We'll give you the overall position in just a moment. As you can understand, they're a bit ecstatic here in Władysławowo at their first gold medal. There, really nice shot. You could see the crowd and the audience. That's a big thing, David, isn't it, to have an audience like that on your home stage?
Well, this is the place to do it, isn't it?
So brotherly support.
Teammate.
Yeah, brotherly support. And here they are in the back room. They haven't given us the official result, but they are now. Here we go. This, the state of play at the halfway stage. Marcin Dołęga of Poland. 3 good lifts and an 8-kilo advantage over the world silver medalist, with Vladimir Schmaltzkov, the defending European champion, 9 kilos off the pace. And then Uftayev of Belarus, well, he's got 13 kilos to find. Vyšniauskas of Lithuania, 14 off the pace.